Hey y'all. Alright, we're trying the back camera today. Yeah. With my stand. I haven't, There we go. Because they decided that Five and Below was not essential. Alright, so hi. Yes, I have my things in. I was in a weird mood today. And today I'm going to do like a vampy, smoky look. I just have one of my old spoolies. Well, actually, it's from MAC. It's one of their spoolies that I happened to pocket one day. Running it through my lashes. I hope y'all can hear me over my music. I'm gonna turn it down. Pardon me. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do like a whole thing today. First, we're gonna cover up any of these star constellations I have on my face. Not my, born freckles, because I like to show them, but just these big mother fudgers. So, got a dollop of my Hey Honey CC cream. Gives me just enough color and enough coverage, because, like, look, women have imperfections, and I'm not gonna be like, ladies who do full coverage and take away all their freckles. Like, you are beautiful no matter what, with freckles or without. If you have scars, I don't judge you for trying to cover, for covering up all your scars, because, some people can be insecure and make fun of you, and that's fudged up. I love imperfections. But I just want to cover them up just so that, they could look like a freckle. They don't really look like a giant, fucked up messed up pimple that I, tried to pop myself and did a really bad job. I'm also going to cover these circles, even though I've been sleeping till like noon because I have no personal body alarm clock. But I still have dark circles. And also I have like slightly veiny eyelids. So, need to even that out just a little bit, just a twid bit. Do the other eye, rubbity rub. I do over here, I'm using my ring finger because it has the least amount of pressure, and also it can push into the skin a little easier. Okay, I think everything's covered to my satisfaction. I have not purchased a new, if I can find it, a new powder foundation yet, because it's almost about to be summer and my skin tone's going to change anyways, and it's already started to. I've been taking my dogs on like 5-mile walks because they're going stir crazy, and so am I. So I'm going to set said concealer / foundation that I have put on my face. Just blending. I just want to be somewhat even in my skin tone, and also set any cream that I have put on my face. Don't forget your neck. Don't want to look like you have a mask on, because it's not Halloween season yet, even though I wish it was here all year round. Alright, now that I've done that, we're going to go in with my bronzer, do a little contouring. Using my sugar again. Taking a big fluffy brush and just refluffing it and pressing it into one side of the brush. Swiggle, swiggle, just one side, have the other side blank. I'm taking it, as you might have noticed, I have no hair on the side of my head. I had planned on cutting my hair before the quarantine. I didn't go crazy. I just figured I'd do it at home since I have clippers. And I cut my husband's hair, and he can now cut mine, so it's fine. So I'm going to take it to like the middle of my ear, which you can really see now. And I'm going to blend it back into my hairline, but also go forward just a little bit to create a little shadow, and do it on the other side as well. I'm going to do this lightly because I'm going to go in with another bronzer later on, because this is going to be a little vampy. Gotta make my forehead look a little smaller. Gotta make my forehead look a little smaller. Okay, now that I got my forehead done, I'm gonna do my jawline because I've been eating all the snacks. I've been sucking all the blood. I'm weird. Blend it out because, like I said before, you don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. Even though it's a little, me saying that with fangs in is a little silly. Working in circles and blending down and out, so everything kind of looks married, blended together, like they're friends. Like they're fraternal twins, there's great similarities, but not quite, that resemblance. That's my eyebrows. My no matter what I do with my eyebrows, even when I get them like done, they're always like fraternal twins because they're always a little off, so it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna find my angle brush, and it's a Luxie 207. I don't know, this just says powder. Perfect like little angle brush. I like to use it for any of my small contouring, I guess. I'm gonna contour my nose just a tidbit. In and down. Like, I don't really have a big nose, so I just do it to, define the shape of it, because I think I have a pretty cute nose. It's not like a full button, but it's not real broad, because my dad has a big nose. Love you, Dad. Also, I'm going to take it into my crease of my eye. I just like to, darken it just a little bit, and it gives me like a powdered, subtle guideline when I go in with my darker colors. And it'll also help the blending process along with my powder foundation. Like I've said before, this is how I do it. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school. This is just, watching YouTube. Like I've watched Pixie Woo and Nikki tutorials and Kristen Leanne of Arctic Fox. So I love those people. I'm gonna do a quick pause because my camera is falling. Back again. Think this will work this time. Yes, it worked. Drinky poo. Alright, where was I? Quantwood. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna build up the color in my ball, bro. Like, I'm just gonna build. Because I'm not really sure how my look is gonna go, so I'm gonna use this palette, Amazonian Clay palette. It has 20 colors. It's quite nice. And I'm gonna go in with like this purpley taupey color, and it's called Vamp. This is like one of my like favorite neutral palettes. I got it off some weird website. I actually don't know the name of it because that's how long ago I got it. But it's like, it has mainly neutrals and then it has a few shimmers on the side. Vamp is one of my favorites because it's like a purple gray taupe. And it just blends so nicely, and it can darken up a look just the right amount without going like super crazy. And I like that. So I'm just gonna put it in my outer corner and then rock it through my socket. Like, I'm literally just like shoving my brush in between like my eyeball and the bone of my brow. Just wiggle, tap off any extra, go onto this side. I like doing both of my eyes at the same time, because for me, it helps keep them slightly symmetrical. I have this really cool vintage mirror in front, and then I have my small round one down here, so if I look down, that's where I'm looking. So let's do this side. Yes, I like where this is going. Alright, I'm gonna put this brush back, and I'm gonna pick up my angled one that I did my bronzer little contour lines, and I'm just gonna blend that outer edge out because I don't want it to be super, super messy. Even though it might end up getting a little messy as I go on with darker colors. All right, where did my, where'd I put it? Aha. I'm gonna use one of my sparkly low round Johns, and I'm gonna go into this dark brown color, and it's called Smoked. And we're gonna rock this on the outer edge, just like we did before. Outer edge in the socket bone. Outer edge in the socket bone. And I'm actually gonna wiggle it just a little bit on this inner corner area. Because we're gonna want to take this to a dark place. Yo, tap in, tap off, tap the outer. I'm like just wiggle it, pressing it into my outer corner and then shoving and blend. And then this corner. And I'm kind of blending it into my brow. Yes. Still working with the smoked color. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I have Red Hot Chili Peppers in the background. They were awesome in concert. Okay. Time for the other eye. Oh, yeah. Alright, now I'm done with that. I'm going to take the brush that I was using before, which is a Glamour Dolls brush. I got it from Ipsy with no product on it. I'm just going to blend in Vamp and Smoked together so that they are a little bit more married. A little bit more married. There we go. Oh, look at that blend game. Except this eye does a weird divot thing. I don't know why, but it does. Okay. They looking good. I'm gonna close this palette for now. I'm gonna go in with a little. I'm gonna take a little concealer. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take, if I can find it, because I didn't really plan this out, my electric palette. I do love this palette. I don't use it enough, as you can tell. It's quite bare, but I love this palette, and I usually only use the purple color because purple's kind of like my favorite color, so I use that one a lot. I'm going to use this flat, it's a smudge brush. Gonna go into the inner area that is blank, and we're just gonna pat this in. I'm just gonna keep patting it in until it's all covered, the whole area. And I'm gonna bring it out over the smoked just a little bit because I am gonna put a darker color on that outer edge to take everything down again. It get a little darker. So. And the purple that I'm using it is Urban. When the electric palette came out, it came out like closely around my birthday-ish. And my mom was like, well, what do you want for your birthday? And like before she even could get the word birthday out, I said electric palette. Because I wanted to work with some colors, even though I'm a little scared to work with color because I just don't do anything colorful. Like even my clothes, I only own black clothes. All right, put that down. Picking up another brush. This brush is from Slim. I don't know, but it's an angled brush. We're gonna go back into the clay palette, and I'm gonna grab Punk, which is at the bottom here, and it is pretty much a matte black. I like to brush, when I'm using angled, I like to brush down into the angle, tap off. So this is the angle that it's in, and I just use that angle to place it right on the corner where I had done the smoked. Also to help angle your eyeliner later on. As I work it in, I do switch the angle so that the point is into the crease. And the big bottom fluffy part is blending out. Use my finger to blend anything that I like to blend with my fingers sometimes. Tap into the black. Tap off any extra. Dab my angle again. And time for the other eye. Flip it around. Yes. And the smoke is getting a little crazy. So I'm gonna put down this one, and I'm gonna pick up my Vamp and blend out. And I'm blending out and up into my brow. So that everything is cohesive. Let me just go blend it out. Yes. Love. This is real different for me. I never really do crazy smokes. I dropped something, it's fine. All right, now that is done, it's time for eyeliner. Eyeliner. Like I said before, I didn't plan any of this. I do this on a whim. I'll get better. Oh, I was looking for my MAC Super Stick Liquid Liner. It's in gray. It's like a gray metallic. The name is marked for Glamour. I don't know if they still make this, honestly. I probably should throw it out, but it doesn't like this eyeliner is so like it will not come off, and I love it. And it gives the right amount of darkness without being black. And I am in favor of it recently. So we're gonna just do a little eyeliner. Outer corner into that middle line that I made. And then working my way in as close to the lash line as possible. Yes. Looks good. Time to do the other eye. I think all women, and y'all can more than welcome to comment, but tend to keep their mouth open when they do mascara and or eyeliner. And like, I hold my breath. So if y'all, like, I'm not talking, that's because I'm literally holding my breath. Cause I don't want, like, I want it to be as close as possible. And my hand gets a little shaky sometimes, so, you know. Now this one is definitely a little thicker than this side, and I don't know if y'all can see it, like, see the little bit of shimmer, but I'm just gonna even those bad boys out just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Be looking good. Today I am gonna tight line. I'm gonna tight line with my big NYX jumbo pencil. Tight lining is when you do your waterline of your underlashes. Not everybody's comfortable with doing this, but I can like poke my eyeball, like I can put contacts in, so this isn't something that bothers me. So I just kind of like wiggle this in there. Yes. I tend to just look down in my mirror, except for when I do my left eye. I actually have to not look into the mirror or I will cry. But it's alright. And now there's not that much of a... Because your waterline is like your skin tone, so it's going to be a little brighter, so you will notice it like under your lashes sometimes. I just like to, you know, not make that happen. And then we just gonna grab a mascara. This is Lash Next Door by Brooklyn and Bailey. Ipsy. Travel size. This is actually one of my favorites that they sent me, because the bristles are like, there's some plastic spiky ones, so it gives a lot of spread to the lash, but then there's these short ones that really coat, and it's perfect for like getting your base of your lashes. Wiggle and lift. I don't like a lot of mascara on the tips of my lashes. It's just personal preference. Like I do a little bit to lengthen them, but once they're at a certain point, that's it. I like to make them thick towards the bottom more than have them be super like crazy long. I really wish I had my husband's lashes. His lashes are amazing. It's so rough. But yeah, so now I'm done. Well, I'm not quite done with this eye area. I'm gonna grab a. Do I have a brush? And the eyes on me. Alright, I'm gonna grab one of my little angle brushes. This one is an angled eyeliner or angled brow. And grab one of my favorite highlighters also. It's this one. And put that on the pencil. I'm gonna keep it mainly one-sided. And I'm just gonna do the tiniest bit under my brow. I'm still not very good at filling in my brows, so today we're not gonna do that. And most of the time I just like to do a tint, like brow tint, because I have pretty full brows. Kind of blending out that tiny edge, just slightly. And I don't mind the gray to highlighter edge being so stark, just because it looks cute. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, and I'm just gonna use a powder highlighter because I want it to be a little bit more vampy. And this one's like a nice one that can look crazy but isn't really crazy. It's right on the top of my cheekbones. Brushing down into my like bone and bronzer area. I'm also going over my brow with this one, because it's just gonna help with that. It's dark but blended. My nose, I go one side and I go the other side. My Cupid's bow, I go down into my lip. And then just wiggle it on my chin, just a little bit. Keep that cheekbone shiny. Alright. I'm gonna grab this lovely Dome. It's another Luxie 660. It's a foundation brush, but I love the domeness of it, because it's great for when I want to do these looks. I'm gonna use a darker bronzer than I did before. This is a really old City Color palette. And I'm going to use this dark taupe and a little of this dark one. Just kind of bouncing in between them. Tap off any extra. And I'm going to take it into my hollows of my cheek and blend out. So it's going to blend with what color I had there before, but also make it a little darker. Like almost like dirty, like, you know? And I gotta do my forehead because you don't want your stuff to look unfamiliar with whatever's left over after doing all my other face area. I'm just gonna take my chin. I'm gonna grab my brush that I used before and just go over, especially my jawline area. Blend down and in. Yes. And actually, I'm gonna go for a darker blush than I have been going for. I don't even know. This is Pacifica Wild Rose. It's like a darker rose color on an angled blush brush or contour brush, and just circle that into my cheekbones because it's not super rosy when it's on, like unless I like really build it up. It can be, but it just makes it blends really nicely, I think, personally, with this look, just a wee bit. And I did a yellow highlighter because it's a contrasting color to purple, so it really just balance out. I'm also gonna put a little there. Grab my highlighter once again, take it on my pinky, dab the tip of my nose, and dab the corners, my inner corners, to awaken my eyeballs. Yes, looking good. I'm going to take one of my Plummy lip liners, like I had, that I've actually used multiple times on this, and just line my lips. Because I'm gonna use black lipstick today, and I have no idea where my black lip liner is. And I just want a line to be able to follow, and if it's a little rosy on the edges, why not? Cupid's bow first. And then everything else comes after. I like to, this is a NYX. It's NYX Liquid Suede, I think, in Alien. Like I said before, I love NYX. Bottom lip. Pretty much just following my natural lip line. There you go. And now it's time to just do detail work. And I'm gonna grab a wipe real quick and just get these little corners right here, because they're not my favorites. Perfect. I realized my bottom lip wasn't where my bottom lip was supposed to be. There we go. When you do dark colors, when you do reds, if you don't want the lipstick on your tongue or on your teeth, bite your thumb. It wipes it off from your inner lips. I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit because we're gonna vamp this up just a little bit more. Hey, this is a matte lipstick, so I'm going to take. Actually, I'm gonna take the color that I use for my eyes on my finger. Rub it in, get a lot of product build up on your finger. These lipsticks tend to dry fairly quickly, but I don't want it fully dry. I just want it dry enough that it doesn't stick to my finger too much. Using my ring finger, I'm just tapping the purple into my lipstick. I'm also gonna wipe my finger off on a damp wet nap and do it again. It's gonna give this front edge just like a purple halo. That time it doesn't have a lot of lipstick on it when I did that time because it all came off on the first run. And now press into the top half. I'm really only doing my Cupid's bow and pout area. Just a little bit. Wipe off product. Do it again. Dry finger. Wipe. Press in. And it'll also set your lipstick a little bit more. You could run black powder over the edges. It will also just make your lipstick last longer, but it can also like have this cakey build up feeling. So it's up to your preference if you want to do it. I'm not going to because I'm just going to sit on my couch. But yeah, so this is my look, and don't I look fabulous? Yeah, so thanks for watching. And comment, thumbs up, and all that jazz. Yes!